everyone. Today I'm here with my friend Sarah.
Hey.
Some of you might have remembered her. She used to make videos, but you know, that went down the drain. So today we're going to share with you our recent favorites. We both picked out a couple of beauty products. I have some skincare, but she just has makeup products. So, want to go first?
I'll go first. So I'm having a big spending problem with eyeshadow palettes recently, and these items aren't new products, but they're new favorites for me. So the first palette that I have is the Dior, I can never pronounce them, it's one of the 5 color palettes. It's called Incognito. So it has this pink one in the middle that like you swish on all over the place. And then it has a nice range too, because like there's this yellowy, goldy color. There's a nice white for highlighting. There's a bit of a taupey purple. I don't use that one as much because I'm a bigger fan of warmer colors, which is why I love this brown right in the corner. So I throw that in the crease, and she's given me compliments on it several times.
Oh really? I didn't even know.
Every time I'm wearing it. So this is my new favorite for a natural look.
Very pretty. My favorite eyeshadow at the moment, well, I'm just gonna throw these two together because they're pretty much the same. So these are both cream shadows. One's from Dior and one's from Chanel, and they're both like really warm browns. So the Chanel one is a number 96. It's called Evolue. Evolue.
Oh my.
Yeah.
It's number 86.
It's number 86, not 96, sorry. But I'm wearing it today and I love it for like a dark, warm brown smoky eye.
It's very red.
Yeah, very red. And this one's more bronzy, but like, oh, such a pretty golden color. And this one's from Dior, and it's called Meteor, I think. It's 661. It's the Dior Fusion Mono shadows. And they're both like creamy textures, kind of similar, like a cream to powder finish, but they stay on really well. I use a primer anyway, but they stay on really nicely. And they're just amazing and shimmery and beautiful on the lids. I'm obsessed with these.
New palette. She and I recently went to this super cute makeup boutique, and they had the line from Kevin Aquan, and which was exciting because I've never seen it in person. So obviously I had to get something, and I'm really into natural palettes. So again, I should also point out that I am obsessed with peachy pinky shadows. So I saw this color and was like, okay, sold, because it also has 2 warm browns. And this one differs from the first one a little bit because it's slightly darker. It's a little bit more matte. Not totally matte though. It has like this glowy look to it. She described it as fresh when I was wearing it. Yeah, I wore this to the Nordstrom Rack opening. You said I looked fresh.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I love how you remember that.
So, oh yeah. So I like that this has a little bit of the deeper colors, so you can make it more smoky if you want to. And I have to say the colors, like the shadows in it, are super rich. Like I was really impressed with the quality. Yeah, really impressed. Yeah, love it.
Let's try those.
Yes.
Well, at the same little boutique, I picked up the Kevin Aquan Sensual Skin Enhancer Concealer. Oh my god, I can't even tell you guys this stuff. So it's like a super, super thick, you know, creamy concealer in a pot, but you can also use it as foundation if you want to sheer it out. I've just been using it to conceal. It literally conceals red blemishes, it conceals under eye darkness, but it brightens because it has like a slight peachy tone in it. I picked up color number SX07. It's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but I like that to brighten under the eyes. So creamy. The first ingredient's mineral oil, so you can imagine how thick it is, but like I don't even care. It's amazing.
You love it.
Like I really think you need it.
I know, they didn't have my color.
I know, I was so upset. It's amazing. Love it. I'm very passionate about this.
So I guess we're going in order of intensity, kind of. This one has a little bit less natural. It's still on the natural side though. It's by Givenchy, and it's called number 76 Sienna Silhouette. So, and of course their packaging is always super crazy. Brushes everywhere. But it has this little slide out drawer for like the little spongy guys. But anyway.
I hate those.
This is nice and warm too, which I love. Again, really peachy color right here. In love with it. It's almost orange. The other one, the Kevin Aquan one, is almost pinky. So this is more orangey, which I like. This guy, actually, it looks like a full-blown shadow, but it's really more of a glitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you can layer it on top of anything without changing the color, and it just adds glitter. It's awesome. And then this brown right here is a total dream. So I'm really happy with these. And they look like candy to me or something.
Do they?
So, yeah, they just
They're
look
cute.
yummy, like a chocolate bar. I love it.
My favorite blush that I've been using like on myself every day and on like every client who I do makeup on like every day is, well, there's two different ones. There's this one, which is, they're both from NARS. It's Realm of the Senses, or the one called Soul Shine. I switched off between the two. I love them both. I would say this one's my fave. But they're amazing, and I love how you can mix and match the colors depending on if you want like a darker cheek or a lighter cheek or a highlight. I just kind of swirl them all together and just sweep it on, but obsessed with this palette. I think it's beautiful.
Have you used it on your eyelids?
Yeah. Remember that one time I wore it on my lids and you're like, oh, what's that shadow?
Yeah.
Yeah. She likes it on my lids.
Eyelids. So the next one I picked is an eyeshadow that I have on all over my lids. This is new. It's from Stila. It's their Magnificent Metal Eyes in Kitten. And this guy is like a pinky with a goldy and silvery glitter. These things are chunky.
Super chunky.
So chunky. So like imagine that Chanel shadow she was just talking about, but with like chunks of glitter.
They're kind of flaky.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So luckily they give you a mixing tray and this little all day liquid eye primer. It's like Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes. It's like a sealer.
The seal.
Yeah. So it sort of breaks it down a little bit, makes it more liquidy, easy to use. Beware, do not use it with a brush. It will not work.
Yeah.
Only fingers. So, but they are fantastic. Like holiday time, New Year's, this is going to be the bomb.
they're pretty.
They have like 9 colors or something
Tons
crazy.
of colors.
It's intense though.
They
it is
have
glitter.
one that looks just like my Chanel shadow that I showed you guys.
Yeah, it's that
This dark
red
one.
brown. It's beautiful.
I don't know what it's called. Merlot.
Oh, Merlot.
Metallic Merlot.
So it has both shimmer in it and big chunks of glitter. It's like nothing that's ever been out before.
Yeah, it's
First
very
of its
unique.
kind, for sure.
An eyeshadow palette that I've been loving is the Marc Jacobs one, and you guys have seen me do 2 tutorials on this, one using the cooler tones and one using the warmer tones, so I had to include it in this video because I love it. It's the 7-pan eyeshadows in the color Starlit, and I don't know, I'm just something about this one. Did you get this one?
No, I have this one right
So
here.
gorgeous.
I'll show you guys. I have the Lolita. It's very naked too, but different.
Right. Well, I love like this copper color in the middle and this like yellow gold. So this is my favorite because I can do like really cool eye looks with a little pop of like copper. So I love this so much.
I like this one. It's very ethereal looking.
They're
I've been
so
going
creamy.
through that lately.
Really?
The light, obviously, from my other choices.
Yeah.
But like this guy here, it looks almost goldy, but it has a pink sheen to it. It's really cool. And they have one with chunks of glitter in it. And then there's
Yeah,
actually
it's a
3
pretty one.
mattes, which is pretty cool.
Mine doesn't have any mattes, and normally that would bother me, but it's Marc Jacobs and they're so creamy and so pigmented that I don't even care. One of my favorite new lip combos that I figured out is starting out with the MAC lip pencil. It's in the color magenta, like a magenta color. I mean, I'm wearing this combo today, and then on top of that I put this Bare Minerals, what are these called?
Moxie.
Marvelous Moxie lipsticks in Speak Your Mind on top of it, and it creates like this really pretty like pinky color with a hint of lavender,
Hint of lavender.
which I love. So it's these 2 colors together, and I'm just in love with this lip. I wore it to my cousin's wedding, and then ever since then I've been like loving it, and I did that on a total accident. It was a great find.
So I believe this color is new to the Pro Longwear Paint Pot collection from MAC. It's called Perky. Surprise, surprise, Pinky Peach.
Obsessed.
Obsessed. I just love this color. It reminds me of a baby
Put
doll.
some on your hand.
Yeah, I'll put some on my hand.
I want to see what it looks like because
Okay.
it's like matte, so it's so interesting.
It's glowy. It's not super matte.
Kind of like opalescent.
Oh yes, perfect word. Yeah, it's a peach with like a baby pink opal-y.
It's really pretty.
It is. I don't know if you guys
I
can
like
see
that.
that. You can see my
Cool.
man hands.
Do you
though.
wear it by itself or do you put shadow on top?
I will wear it by myself by
Yeah.
itself, with another new color, I believe, I could be wrong on that, called Laying Low from the Longwear Paint Pot. This is matte.
That looks
and it's like a flesh tone. But I'll wear these two. I'll throw the Laying Low in the crease with it. It's really soft and pretty. Or I actually have been wearing the Perky with the Dior palette on top of it to make it even pinkier, peachier. So it works really well both ways.
That's pretty. My new obsession is the Laura Mercier Radiance Primer, and it's not new at all. It's been out for a long time, but it gives you like this beautiful like rose gold opalescent sheen underneath your makeup. And it kind of just glows through your foundation, so it gives you like that really healthy glowy look. And I just love it. It's like crushed pearl in here, so that's what gives you that like light reflecting property.
And if I may, I actually like to mix that primer with the like Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer, make a foundation out of it. And I bet you mixing that with the Kevyn Aucoin.
Oh, let me try that.
So my next favorite is something that my partner here doesn't like so much.
Ugh, hate it.
Obsessed.
Hate. Like, I do not condone this. I'm not telling you to go out and buy it.
I love it.
She loves it.
I love it. Stay Flawless from Benefit 15-hour primer. You use it in a totally different way than you would any other primer. It's a stick.
Excuse me, you're supposed to keep the little insert or else
I know, but I don't. It's fine. You stripe one section of your face, then you mix your foundation on top of it. Next section, then foundation. You do not put it all over and then spread it in. You don't do that. So it's totally different, which can take some getting used to. But I must say it makes like Kat Von D Lock-It foundation super easy to spread and blend.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, enough about that glue stick.
Anyway.
Hate that.
I love it.
Can I just say that I've never looked so cakey and porous in my life.
She did it wrong.
I did not do it wrong. This is another concealer that I want to talk about because I love it for under eyes. It's the Chanel Corrector Perfection Concealer in number 20. This literally matches my skin like, oh, perfect. Like this is my skin tone dead on. And I love it for under eyes because it gives like that kind of velvety, like matte finish under the eyes, which I think is so pretty and flattering. It's not like super glowy and it's not like super matte, but it looks like velvet. Do you ever find that like, I don't know, I just feel like it's so velvety. And I'm just in love. And I really like it. And another thing I like from Chanel is we went on a little Chanel trip a little while back.
Yes.
And I bought a couple things. And that was like the first time I ever bought stuff from Chanel, but I've been loving this foundation. I normally wear this on days when I have off because I don't like to like put on a ton of liquid makeup. But the Vitalumiere Aqua is really nice for days where I want just like a light kind of glowy finish. And I was actually surprised at how much I liked this because I honestly wasn't expecting that much out of it. I was expecting it to be like matte Makeup Forever face and body.
Like super sheer?
Super sheer. But it's actually not. I was very highly impressed with this. And this is in the color 40 Beige. Probably a little dark for me, but we make it work.
My last one is a foundation as well. It's Givenchy. The Photo Perfection. You could probably use this color.
Yeah,
just bronze. It's awesome. I don't even know how to describe it in a way that will just like that will flatter it enough. Honestly, I have it on. It never cakes. You can put a ton on and it layers like crazy good. Super easy to use. I use my fingers with it. I find that's best. I use color 5 Perfect Praline. It has the most perfect finish that is, it's natural. And usually with foundations with a natural finish, they actually are too drying for me, but not this one. It really makes your skin look photoshopped.
Really?
I mean, I just can't stop looking at myself in the mirror and in the camera. I'm loving my complexion right now. I really do.
It looks pretty good.
It's awesome. I'm obsessed with it.
What's your color IQ number?
1Y, it was 07 and right when we got it, but that was like dead of summer. So I'm probably like 1Y05 now or 1Y06 maybe. Are you?
I'm what am I?
You're like a 1Y06.
No, right now I'm a 1Y07.
Oh, okay.
But like I'm sure in the winter I'll be like a 1Y05 or something. But then when I was really tan, I was a 1Y like 08. or like 09.
I remember.
I was highly impressed with myself. And it was, well, it was kind of fake, kind of half real.
Yeah.
But what else? My last product is a skincare product. It's the Dr. Dennis Gross Clarifying Colloidal Sulfur Mask Acne Treatment. I'm obsessed with this. Have you used this?
No, I've used other sulfur masks, but not
This
that
one's the
brand.
best one. Because can I tell you, every other sulfur mask kind of gets gross and like dry feeling on the skin, so it's hard to wear them at night.
And it falls off.
Yes, the sulfur chunks get into my eye and it burns.
What?
Has that ever happened to you?
How does it fall in your eye?
If it's on my forehead,
Oh.
it's really painful. This one, it's very creamy. It almost feels like a moisturizer in a really, really strange way. Can I tell you, the Dr. Dennis Gross lady told me to use that as a primer.
I just remembered that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually haven't done that yet, but I can tell you that I'm sure it would work amazingly if you're really oily. Because
this is so thin.
Right. So
Usually
it's
they're
like a
so
very
thick.
thin texture. So you can actually just rub it out and it doesn't leave any like white residue
Nothing.
or like anything on your skin. So it just dries down and it completely mattifies, completely fills in your pores. Honestly, what I've been doing with this is using it every single night on top of any blemishes I have, like in my cheek area or chin area or whatever, and it doesn't fall into my eye and it dries down, and you can even rub it all the way in, or you can leave like a thick layer.
That's lovely. That's not what I was expecting at all.
No, I know.
At all.
Like
My skin
weird.
feels soft where I rubbed it in.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Just a small amount underneath your makeup if you're really oily. It's pretty magical. Loving this right now. We will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.